Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today's topic is about, is it a good time to buy a Crown Vic right now, or should you wait, or man. But if you own one right now, or anything that looks close or similar to a police cruiser or emergency vehicle, just keep it from downtown. Just keep it away from the crowd, because if you don't. But with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and step out, take a look at the Crown Victoria today. You know, I gotta give you guys a good view of it, and I have to check the oil because now we are at 105.86, so that's 100,586 miles on the Crown Victoria. I got it at 96 or 97, so it's right around 3,000 miles at least. And I'm gonna check the oil because I know it's about time to change it, and I just like to check it though, make sure it's not low or anything. We're gonna go from there. I'm gonna go ahead and take the walk around. Already got the hood popped. So yeah, like I was saying, make sure your car look, you know, not like a civilian. I want to keep that thing from around people. Y'all seen it on the news. Oh, did we drop something on the car? Kind of difficult to do with one hand. We're gonna get it done. Check this oil. Oh yeah. Good thing about the Crown Vic, the oil stick is like right there, so you know, not too difficult to get to. Let's see what we got. So we are a little, well, I just crank it up, so. But we are still good to go, depending on, since I just cranked it up, the other oil may be in the engine itself, but it's still good. Wipe that off. Get that design in the car. Let's go. Go ahead and close the hood on this bad boy. Alright, so y'all walk around with the Crown Vic. Sitting there looking pretty nice. Did wash it the other day. Actually it looked like it's gonna rain again. I had washed it and ended up having to drive a long distance, and man, was the car looking rough. So got that cleaned back up. There we go. This little thing right here be wash the car. I guess the paint, or not, it's not paint, but the it like spreads the black stuff everywhere, so I don't know. There's its own thing here and there. Walk on around. Yep, still looking pretty good. And before I get to today's topic, on the lights, the cop car, he had commented about how to power these up. So actually looked online, and the store has the little battery thing. You hook the battery to it, and it has the wires already disconnected, so all you gotta do is plug the battery in and plug it up to this. It should work. So we're gonna go to the store. I had to wait on everything to open back up so I can go to the store and get that to power these lights. We're gonna do a video on that so we can see what color they are. If they're gonna be, I'm guessing they're gonna be either yellow or red. Probably not blue, we'll see. But let's get to today's topic. And that is it a good time to buy a old cop car, old police cruiser, or just emergency vehicle in general? I believe it is. Now, today we're gonna talk about that. I'm gonna give you guys a few different ways of how to go about purchasing these cars. If you've been following the channel, we have had several of these cars on the channel. I think we started with a silver one. That was a 96. Then we went up to the one Crown Vic I bought. It ran, but I didn't even drive it on the channel. I think we just showed it on the channel, and that was it. I cleaned it up and I resold that one. It had like 300,000 miles, but it had a rebuilt engine. They rebuilt the engine, redid the transmission, cold air intake, you know, things like that. But let's get to the topic of today, and that is now it's pretty much gonna be a good time. Sometimes you have to buy these cars. You want to get at a good discount price. That's when everybody is not paying attention, or just or really not in the market for one. Things that are going on today, we're not going to mention it in this channel because the channel is so sensitive. Not anybody watching, it's just the YouTube itself. They trip about anything that's controversy or whatever. But with everybody not paying attention and doing their own thing, now is a good time to buy them. So that way, if you have to bid on them, the bid will be pretty low. Most of these cars you do have to bid on. It's rare if you're able to just go in there and buy it straight up. Now, a few different ways you can do your bidding. So you have different auctions. I think they have like I want to say state auction. Then then you got like the county auction, and then you have the sometimes you can, like, if you got like a small town. I have seen in a small town where you can go in there and actually put your bid in an envelope and turn it in. True enough, I have seen where somebody has bought a Crown Vic for $200. They went in and put a bid in at $200, and they called them back, like a week later after the bid was up, and they wanted for $200. And it was a running and driving Crown Vic. It still had all the equipment on it and everything for $200. The only thing they asked was to make sure that the equipment was removed once you get to your destination. Well, other than that, they had won a car for $200. The best way, let's say in your city you somewhere and you don't know, the best way to find out is, just go in there and ask them, or call down there and ask them, hey, your old, cruisers, or, your old cars that you guys don't use anymore, how do you go about putting a bid in on them? Or how do you go about, do you guys post them online to sell them, or do you have to come in and put a bid in? Most of the time, some people always post their stuff online, and some people you always have to go in. It just all depends on where you're at. But definitely go in there or call up there and ask them. There are some sites that you can look online. I have to look those sites up and make sure. I don't want to give you guys this, those if you ask the county or state or wherever you're at, they can definitely give you the direct information, because like I said, everybody do it different. And I don't want to give you something and then you go look and then it's not on there or anything. But that's the best way to find out, is to ask. Now, also, some cars are actually sent to, I have seen online where they have sent some cars to Copart. I have never purchased one off of there. But for some reason, some people send their old cruisers and things to Copart for whatever reason. Now, I do know Copart will let you come out there and look at them. Like I said, I've never purchased one, but that's an option if your city or state doesn't have the auction for whatever reason, and you might find one at a great deal at Copart. Because the thing about some auctions are that if these type of cars are mixed with civilian cars, the value of these will be a lot less, because people are looking at civilian cars like, oh, okay, who wants a cop car? So people won't pay that much money for them. So you can probably get them at a good deal, versus at an auction where it's nothing but these cars. Then everybody's gonna be trying to bid them up, if you get my drift. And so yeah. So the next thing, if you own one of these cars, that you see mine still has like the lights on the mirrors and antennas, definitely stay out of certain areas and probably want to keep it hid. I don't really have to worry about that in my area, knock on wood. But definitely I wouldn't drive them downtown to any major city or where there's a lot of activity going on, because it will probably end up vandalized or end up crippled. Also, that brings me to the point to where we have the cars that have been vandalized. Those will be going up for sale, because they're gonna have to buy new vehicles and they're gonna get rid of the old ones. Now, should you buy one of those vehicles that's been beat up? You can. If you have like a local junkyard that you're gonna probably definitely need some windows, but the windows wouldn't be too expensive. But gonna need a hood. The roof is gonna be a major concern, because that's not just removable and just slap a new roof on there. It's gonna have to try to get those dents out. So hopefully they're not like little tiny dents, and you can work with getting most of the dents out. It might not be perfect, but you can always order a new hood, a new trunk lid, and all that stuff, and in that way those dents are easily be out. Fenders if you need them, because you probably can get those cars when they come up for auction. I'll keep an eye out and we'll see how it turns out. But you know, with them looking like that, we know they still run and drive. They probably gonna have super low mileage, and they shouldn't go for too much. I mean, the most they should go for is probably enough for what the drivetrain is worth, because the rest of the car, you know, been beat up. So if you can get it and you know, put the new parts on there. Now, with that being said, you do have to make sure that they don't just sell them for junk cars. I have seen that where some cruisers are sold for just straight salvage, you know, junk, no nothing. So that's something they may do, because some places they don't like to give the public anything good. They like to make sure they are ran in the ground. I've seen that. So also, when you're shopping for these cars, make sure you shop somewhere where they don't just dog the cars out. Matter of fact, it's one county, I'm not gonna say it, but everything they post is garbage. I mean, either it's smushed, they done blowed the motor up, blowed the transmission up, or they just dog them out to the point they make sure that if you buy it, it's no good. You know, some people do things like that. But other than that, man, I hope everyone is staying safe. You know, that's today's video, and hopefully on the next video we'll be able to power these lights up and do some other things to the car that we have been wanting to get done. Just having to wait on everything to open back up, and so I can get everything done. But other than that, thank you for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, because I post some stuff that, like the pictures and, you know, the cruisers that I'm talking about that were damaged. That's on Instagram. I posted on there. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I will catch you on the next video.